Hey, what's up, guys? Kayak Mike here. This video is going to go over the Hoover Length events happening on May 10th, 2026. I do apologize. It happens to be on Mother's Day. I was part of all the scheduling meetings, and when they were creating the schedule, I'm just going to be frank, Mother's Day was not even considered. When they look up when tournament directors are looking up tournament dates, typically they're comparing a couple other local scenes and they are looking up national holidays. They're typically not looking at your Easter's, your Father's Days, your Mother's Day. Like that's just not really part of a when you're putting a schedule together. Because if you start birthdays, once you start taking all that into account, your pool gets really small. So it's unfortunate it's on Mother's Day. We're probably going to have a lot less anglers than we would have if it was some other day. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. And I'm not a tournament director who allows change mid-season, and that's going to come play in a factor here in a second as well. So, if you go to tournaments, what I mean is we already decided it is what it is. We're not changing it now. All right, so you go to tournaments for your Hoover Length events. You click here, Hoover Length events right here. You have 510, 510, 510. So you have three on 510. You have a six rod division. What that means is you can compete in this event if you're in a watercraft and you're allowed to run up to six rods. Unlimited people are allowed in the boat, one registered angler in the boat, and you can run six rods. If you are fishing the weight division that day, you can enter this event. If you're fishing the weight division, this is the only event you can enter lengthwise. There's another watercraft division, three rods. If you're a kayaker, a small boat, if you are only fishing with one person in the vessel, if you don't want to deal with more than three rods, the watercraft division three rods, this is the one for you. If you are fishing in this division, you are welcome to also fish the six rod division with the understanding that you are at a disadvantage of three. So from what I've been told, there's been some advertising this week and some, people putting feelers out about, hey, how do you feel fishing three against six rods? Supposedly there's interest in it, which is fine. I just don't want the people who feel like they're at a disadvantage because we tried running this event last year, and it was 100% complained about. There wasn't a single non-boater who did not complain about it. Every single person complained about it across the board, which is why I said we're not going to do that anymore. We're just going to stick to three rods per watercraft, regardless on length events. So if you want to be at a disadvantage, you can double dip in a watercraft, three and six. But understand, remember, you can only run three. So I'm a kayaker. I'm about to fish Hoover. I'm very confident in myself. Well, I'm probably going to fish both. I'll probably fish both. I'll double dip. If you're in a boat and you are running six rods, you cannot have anyone registered in the three rod division. The six rod division is essentially your standard boat tournament, just doing length. That's essentially what it is. Your three rod division is your solo guys. It's essentially going to be the kayak division, but it's essentially your solo guys or your guys who only want to run three rods. But hey, if they want to throw their hat, in the ring of the six rod guys, who cares? Like they're knowingly fishing at a disadvantage. That's perfectly fine. And then you have the Hoover length event bank only. And then that's for the bank fishermen. No one can double dip in here. It's just dedicated to the bank fishermen only. So that's an explanation of the three. We already did a captain's meeting. Three fish for the watercraft division, five fish for the length. This is how we're going to run this for the rest of the year. There was talk about potentially running one watercraft division and allowing up to six rods in teams. That's not what we agreed on before the year started. We did not agree. Like that was we talked about it, but we're already mid-season. We already had one event under the other rules. We're not changing the rules now. I don't mind adding a division the way I did here to accommodate guys who want to fish with six rods out of a boat, but I'm not changing the rules. I'm not because I'll be honest. I just don't want to deal with the people who are crying about being in a kayak and being forced to fish against people with six rods. Even though I agree that there is no advantage 3 to 6 rods on that lake. Statistically, it just doesn't exist. It factually does not exist that there's an advantage. People are going to cry about it. So that's why I made this how it is. Any questions, hit Kayak Mike up. or Alva Jones. Crack Mike out of here.